Hello, welcome to Azeroth Taurus. My name is Vanish, and today we are soloing Blackrock Foundry. The reason why we're doing it is because we're looking for the Ironhoof mount, which is this one, Ironhoof Destroyer, and he only drops from Blackhand Mythic. So the first thing we need to do is make sure we are set to Mythic, and we'll know if we are because we have a full skull up here. Or if we go right click on your name portrait wherever you keep that and go to raid, make sure it's set to Mythic. And we will find this dungeon. Now, you might be wondering, is a dungeon guide absolutely necessary for old content? Well, there are skips in here and people do struggle. You see questions all the time in the zone of people struggling with Blast Furnace and getting the sisters to actually spawn. So we're going to kind of cover that, and there's also a hidden skip in here. Bearing in mind, I did this when this was live content. I only just found the skip myself a couple of weeks ago. So I'll show you where that is as well. But basically, the other thing people kind of get confused with as well is the route. There isn't really a set route. You can kind of go any which way you like. However, there is like an optimal route. We'll just clear this. And then we'll just sprint off down here. So first thing we do is head down, and we're going to take care of Gruul and Orgorger. And then we're going to head over after that down to the Blast Furnace. Now, you don't need to clear all the trash, however, there is actually quite a bit of gold to get from the trash. Just that little bit there was 5 gold, nearly. But there's nothing really to worry about. We're just soloing this. If you're max level, this is easy. Now, I have all the transmog from in here, but you actually get about 800-900 gold plus from clearing all the trash. If you've got mining, you can pick up the ore nodes, which are actually worth quite a bit of gold still, actually. So, if you are looking to get a bit of gold while you're farming mounts, Blackrock Foundry has plenty to offer. Now, what we're going to do is head over, do Orgorger. When it comes to Orgorger, like all bosses in this dungeon, there are achievements, and those achievements go towards glory. For the glory mount, Orgorger is one that you can't solo, so you do need 2 people for that. So I'll show you how to do that when we're in here. So before I pull the boss, I'll show you. So when you do the solo, the achievement, he'll go into like a roll phase. This becomes collectible, and basically once you pick it up, you can't move, but you can throw it. So what you have to do is throw it and then pass it to your friend, keep passing it all the way until you pass it and you're able to throw it into this collection point without getting hit by Orgorger, because if Orgorger hits you, you drop it and you can't pick it back up again. So if you are looking to how to do that achievement, you do need 2 people. It's best to get a group of a few of you to do it. And you can do that achievement on like heroic or normal if you want. Now we're going to head off down to Blast Furnace. Now this is where people tend to get confused. So Blast Furnace is obviously below us, and a lot of people miss this. So we're going to come back down to here where we basically at the crossroads. A lot of people don't realise, there we go, that's where we want to be. And there's actually another passage just down here. This is closed earlier, but it's now opened up. A lot of people run straight back up there and completely skip this. When I came back to the game, I forgot where it was, and I did it a couple of times myself. But we're going to pop down here, deal with the big dude, and then we're going to take care of Blast Furnace. Now, Blast Furnace itself is a bit of an awkward nuisance of a boss, just because of the mechanics required for it. So basically how this boss works, there are 2 sides. And you see these engineers here. Probably shouldn't have killed those, to be fair. Need those, but we'll get rid of them for now. You don't need to kill those, because what we want from them is those bombs. Now what we have on the edges here are these doors. Heat regulators. This is basically what, how an actual blast furnace works. You need air to come in. If you close them, no more air, and then the fire goes out. Why is the boss not activated? There we go. So what we're going to do is just stand over here, and we're going to do one side at a time. And when we kill those engineers, they're going to drop the bombs, and those bombs are what we're going to use to close it. And you should have a special action button. However, sometimes it does that, where it just does it then, where it bugs out. And when it bugs out, what it actually does is it stops you from using the special action button. And you just want to keep these sides down. Now, you used to have to bring these down together, because if you didn't bring one side down, they'd like heal the other side. These big dudes would like pull the chains and basically keep pumping air in and healing it. But we just need to kind of go through each side. So I'm just going to fast forward through this bit a little bit, and you can see what we're doing.
My flames will lick the flesh from your bones.
Okay, so that side's done. Now we're just going to clear this side. Basically do the same again. And this is basically how you do Blast Furnace. Once we've finished with this regulator, the Heart of the Mountain will come out. There'll be 4 mobs that we need to kill before it become active. But you do need to kill those 4 mobs to activate it. And it can bug sometimes, so just need to be aware of. As I say, sometimes it's buggy, so I don't know if you noticed that, but the engineer didn't immediately explode. So sometimes when you click the bomb, it will immediately go off. Sometimes it'll give you a special action button where you have to press your special action button for it to go off. You used to have to only use your special action button. The actual insta-bomb thing is fairly new. You can see there, it just goes straight off. I'm not sure if they've done that on purpose to help, but it is what it is. Now, the Heart of the Mountain's going to come out. And then there's going to be 4 shamans, I think they are. Shamans, whatever you want to call them. We need to kill those, and then this fellow will come active. So here's your elementalists. The achievement for this is basically kill these within a few seconds of each other, which is obviously super easy now. And last but not least, big boy.
A small friend.
Okay, so now we've killed that, we're going to head back up. We're going to head back up top, and we're going to swing a straight right down this way. Now, there's nothing massive to worry about down here, although we do need to be careful with the train boss, because it can be a bit buggy, but I'll show you basically what I do to kind of limit that. So, Darmak, nice and easy. This is basically the mount you're going to get at the end of the dungeon, without the cannon on his back. Right, okay, so this trash here, you basically don't want to do what I just did. You want to basically let this trash come out properly, because you see it gets stuck in the door. Now I've had this where it gets stuck in the door, and then the next lot of trash doesn't spawn. And the same with up here. Kill this guy and kill the other one. Right, you see the trains are opening? Now if it bugged, they wouldn't open. Or the other bug is the first train will come out and then they won't come out again, like the next train won't come. And you have to go out and reset. So just take your time, don't kind of rush in and murder everything super quick. There we go, so it's left, so we should get the next train without a problem. It'd be cool if they actually had more fights like this. This was pretty cool. It was definitely different. Okay, nice and easy. So what we're going to do now is head to the left and drop down. This is the next awkward one. And it's also where we're going to find our skip.
Patience, sisters. The sooner we finish
So we
up,
want to kill
the
these
sooner
technicians
we
down here.
crush
Most
our
people,
enemies.
especially if you don't have nameplates on,
Ensure the peons are
don't see
keeping
those.
pace.
And if you don't kill them, the bosses won't spawn.
Morale. Load the ammunition into the main cannon.
And then you want to clear all the trash.
What? The trains are behind schedule? I think I see.
So get all this trash cleared.
Let's see how well you trained our soldiers.
Come here. There we go.
Ha! What brutality! What bloodshed! Beautiful. Sorka, this isn't a game. Get down
And then
there!
we kill these
Worry,
sisters. Are they called the sisters?
This looks fun.
Iron Maidens. Oh, I should remember that. It's a pretty obvious name, isn't it? Right.
No
Now,
pleasure.
I don't tend to have the low quest tracker on it. However,
Iron Maidens have fallen.
if you come this way,
Favorite, find these invaders.
through this fun little maze, we are basically going to find an NPC. This NPC here
Speak, friend.
gives you this quest, Sigil of the Blackhand, where you've got to collect these items. It takes 4 weeks. For me, it's going to take a bit longer because obviously I got it halfway through. You can't come down here and get the quest early because you need to kill them first. So you do have to kind of go around the rigmarole. But basically, we need to come back here and get these items from the bosses just by killing them over and over again. But what that allows us to do is skip straight to Blackhand. So you can actually turn this dungeon into a 2-minute farm. It's a shame that won't be shared across account. However, the fact we can do it on our main character in a couple of minutes will make life a lot easier. And if you are hardcore farming, getting this quest done early on your alts will obviously help. But what we're going to do now is head back up. And we're going to get to the lift. Now, you don't go up the lift. A lot of people make that mistake of going up the lift. There is a vendor here where you can actually vendor a lot of the shit. So if your bags are full, you can get rid of it. He does sell something, but knows what it's for. Might be something important, but I don't know. I never looked. So we're going to head into here to Hans and Franz. Again, with this one, it's just simple: clear trash, kill boss, GG. If you're not sold on druids yet for farming all content, you should be. Oh, it's not Clappy Hands next, is it? It's Dafflass. Okay, so this trash, a lot of people make the mistake of just running around in circles. You can just jump over. Nice and easy. For the achievement on this boss, you just kill her and ignore the orc. Is it an orc? Yeah, it's an orc. There you go. And then he becomes
Interrupted my work.
something you can talk to. And I believe you can actually get him as a garrison follower, if I remember correct. Maybe if you're Horde, he becomes a garrison follower. Then we're going to head over to Clappy Hands. There's another Heart of Stone. Quest item.
That beast was irreplaceable.
I don't know where they are in my bags. I must have it in my bag somewhere, right?
Want them dead. Dead.
Remember to pick up your iron if you're a blacksmith. Now, when it comes to the skip, I'll show you where the skip will be. So, these stones here. When you have the skip, these stones become active. With those stones, you run up, kill the trash in front of it, click the stone, and the barrier will drop, and then you can go straight to Blackhand. So you literally come through the door, to the stone, straight to the final boss. GG, easy farm. I'm not sure if that skip quest was added later, or if it was always there and I just never knew. But it's something very handy because it's not the longest dungeon, and once you know where you're going, it's fine. But it's still a bit of a chore with regards to Blast Furnace. Blast Furnace does slow it down a little bit. It can be a bit tedious. Sometimes those engineers don't come into the right place. However, if you've got a druid, you basically have all the tools at your disposal to kind of make this dungeon super easy. So on the elevator up to Blackhand, and we can just ignore all the phases. We can just nuke him straight from the start and get it over and done with. Easy peasy, just nuke.
I will. You destroyed my furnace.
There we go.
Furnace will destroy you.
And no mount. Classic. But I've basically got everything from here anyway. The tokens sell for 50 gold each, which is nice. Just make sure you abandon the quest, otherwise it can be a bit of a pain. But that is essentially how you do Blackrock Foundry. Nice and simple. And once we get that skip, this becomes a very easy weekly farm. We'll look at Black Hellfire Citadel next, because again that's very similar in regards to being a pain in the ass to navigate for some people. But until next time, let me know what you think of these old dungeon guides, and if it's something you're interested in, we can certainly cover it. We can basically look at things like Nighthold, and Taurus and all that kind of fun stuff. Anyway, until next time, like, sub, etc., and I'll see you again.